together we do amazing things because honestly, I see how both of us are amazing. And I'm not saying that just to say it. I say it because I see what we create and I see how we are able to create together. And we are one. I love that about us. This is how they think about you. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this is someone who, being with someone with a growth mindset is top priority for this person. They will not allow themselves to engage or give any time to someone who is not on the same path as them. So in order for this person to even view you as someone that's worthy of being with them, you would have to have a similar mindset, which is a growth mindset, and someone who is innovative, because they're that way and they know that it doesn't make sense for them to be with someone who is not. Okay? Now they see amazing attributes to you. They see that you are a loving person. You are nurturing, yet bold and courageous, as well as intelligent. You're also a creative. So there's also something about some of you have a business mindset, and they also know that you're teachable. Like you're someone who is open to learning from them because there are some things that they could teach you. Okay? They see that you have all of these good qualities, and what I'm picking up on is that as soon as they recognize that in you, they were even more intrigued, because the first thing that caught their eye is the physical. You're attractive. Okay, so you're an attractive person, and that always hooks a person first. It's usually the physical appearance, because we're human and we have a certain liking to a certain physique or a certain appearance. Okay, it could even be how someone takes care of themselves. They see that you take care of yourself as well, and then once they got to know you more, they're recognizing so many layers of you that are also beautiful. So it's not just the beauty on the outside, it's also the beauty on the inside. So over time, the more time they spent with you, they realized that you're the one. You're the one that makes sense to them, and your energy resonates with theirs. And that is also something that is very important to them, because they're just not willing to go along with a situation that can affect them in the long run in a negative way. So they're very responsible, very cautious, very mindful that they don't end up with someone who has taken on the ways of demons. Okay? That is not okay when it comes to them. They don't care how good somebody look. If the person is not living right and doing right, that is enough for them to turn the other way. They wouldn't have any, even if it was you, even if they saw you and you weren't doing right. No, even if they are, because they are attracted to you physically, they would walk away because they know what that type of energy brings. So you won't have to worry about this person being without discipline. And they know that they don't have to worry about that with you as well. So it's a secured relationship between the two of you. This person always wanted to be in a relationship with someone who matches them. It's just that there was a time where they weren't too sure. It's like they got to the point where it's like, you know what, I'll just be by myself until the right person comes around. I'm not willing to sacrifice my goals, my divine destiny, and my relationship with God to be linked up with someone that is no good for me. And because of them being so responsible, when you came around and you're a great fit for them, because It's like you mirror each other. They're ready for you. There's no situationships or anything going on with them that will prevent them from moving towards you, because they live a clean life. They live a pure life, so they're not in that energy that can stop them from having a beautiful encounter with you. When they meet you, they're going to be ready, because they're not someone that's into being with a bunch of different energies. They know what that comes with. And it feels like this is someone that learned from experience, because it feels very sharp. This person is very sharp, and they've had their times in the past where they did things that weren't favorable for them and that affected them in a negative way in the long run. They've learned from that, and they're not doing that again. And because they learned through their own experiences, this is why they're so disciplined, because they know better and they know what attachments people have. And they don't want to expose their soul to that energy. So now that they learn better, they're no longer drained from dealing with a bunch of vampiric energies that just siphon from them energetically as well as financially. And they just want to prepare themselves for their future that they see for themselves with intention, because this person knows that if they don't have any intention, it could cause them to go astray. And what am I getting? It's either they've gone through a life without intention, or they've seen others around them live a life without intention, and it could be very chaotic. There's a certain aspect of their life that could seem like it's in order. However, the other aspect of their life, like their personal life, would be in disarray, and it could affect what everyone else sees as well. So they want everything to be in alignment. That's what I'm getting with that. They don't want to be out of order and out of sorts, because they know that can really derail them from God's plan for them. So they're not going to allow that. So meeting you and seeing you, they see as a gift, and they're very thankful, and they give gratitude for meeting you and for having the opportunity to create with you and grow with you, because together you have that mindset of growth. So when you come together, it's just going to be innovation, love, respect, abundance. It's like all the good stuff, and it's really because both of you deserve it, because you did the work. When you do the work, you get the reward. That's how it goes. So that's it for this message. If this is a energy that you deem as suitable for you, drop it down in the comments below. This is my future love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if this message does resonate. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you could join the membership for additional content. And I will see you in the next one.